analyzing, what this connection means to them, especially with the Six of Cups, thinking about, maybe even thinking about the fact that you are their soulmate. I feel like they're definitely in their head, sort of calculating. They could also literally be calculating how to take action to move back towards you, because even if they're not doing anything or saying anything, there's a lot of passion this person has with the Knight of Wands. They have a lot of desire for you, and there is some sort of communication they want to bring to you, some sort of truth. I feel here with the Knight of Swords. It's like this part of them is like really feeling super pulled to you. The Seven of Swords is interesting enough. So this could be the fact that although there's a lot of desire, there's definitely a soulmate energy here. Your person could be playing it a little aloof, playing it a little cool, sort of maybe trying to run away with their feelings, being a bit avoidant. And it could be because there still is healing that needs to take place within them. And there's still stuff that they need to figure out. It could be some level of insecurity, fear of revealing real feelings. So I feel that if your person hasn't come forward or they're not coming forward right now, there's undoubtedly a lot of desire to. It just may be that at this time, they may still be in a lot of pain here with the Ten of Swords. The Seven of Swords could also indicate that if you guys have had a separation, they may be really hiding or trying to mask the fact that they are really missing you, and they're in a lot of emotional pain, a lot of like agony sort of. And they may be like in their 3D life or with other people trying to sort of, play it off that like everything's fine, they're feeling confident. But I feel like deep down they're really hurting. Let's get some clarification though, because I'm curious about what else is really going on here. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this deck actually. Alright, let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. What's really going on between pile 1 and their person? Clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. What's really going on? We have Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, they want to bring something to you here. It says, I want to nurture our connection, provide you with stability, and then I want to reach out and send you a message. So the Pentacles usually represent something in the physical world. So I associate the Page with Pentacles definitely as like a call or a text or an email. The Knight of Pentacles does mean that, like, their person sees a future with you. They see the long-term potential. Again, there's definitely a soulmate connection between the two of you. And it's like they want to come back from this painful ending, and I feel like they want to come back with commitment. That could have even been maybe why this Ten of Swords happened. Maybe there was like commitment issues for some of you. And I think your person, that's kind of the lesson I think that they're learning in this sort of tragedy, kind of like rock bottom energy, is like, I really wish maybe I had been more loyal or been more diligent about this connection. Like if I could go back, I would provide this person with more substance. Like, I would have opened up to them more. Clarify the Six of Cups. What's really going on between pile 1 and their person? Clarify the Six of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups. Seven of Swords. See, interesting. Clarify the Six of Cups. What's really going on between pile 1 and their person? Clarify the Six of Cups. Five of Wands, Page of Wands. Okay, so that's definitely what I was picking up here, is that there's some sort of inner conflict here with the Five of Wands. I see this as like sort of tension between the ego and the higher self, or like, having obviously very strong feelings here, feeling the love, deep love for you, but then the ego trying to fight it or act like, run away from it, act like it doesn't exist, like those emotions aren't there. Again, with the Seven of Swords, being strategic. So definitely this is a sign to you guys that whatever a person's doing or saying, if you're seeing stuff on social media, for those of you that you guys are connected on there, or whatever's going on, there's definitely some deception going on here. So I would not fully trust whatever image they're trying to project right now, because I don't feel like it's necessarily accurate. But we do have the Page of Wands. Like, there is this curiosity here, this spark. You still like them. I feel like they're definitely still very curious about you, and it's like some part of them really still does want to explore this connection. Let's see. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. What's really going on between pile 1 and their person? Clarify the Knight of Swords. What's really going on between pile 1 and their person? Clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What's really going on between pile 1 and their person? Okay, we have the Moon. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, or Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of Pentacles energy here. So we have the Moon. So your person definitely has been, I feel like, exploring their shadow side here. I feel like they are looking at, this this inner struggle, and I feel that they're recognizing that maybe they really did self-sabotage this connection by lying to themselves, is kind of what I'm getting, being deceptive with their true feelings. And so they've been doing a lot of this like kind of inner journey energy with the Moon, like exploring our subconscious, This is also indicative that there are super deep feelings here, and that's why a part of your person is feeling so sort of charged up, amped up to like come back to you because there's a lot. There's a lot of feelings, but there also may be a lot hidden as well with the moon. The moon can indicate so much depth, but it's all sort of in the dark. It's mysterious. Um, but we do have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm working hard at improving myself. So I feel like your person is doing the inner work here. They have been looking at themselves. And I feel like as they continue to work on themselves, like maybe build their confidence, really be honest with themselves, they're starting to feel like, they really want this reconciliation here with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like that's working together with you, balancing things out, building a solid foundation. I'm hearing like enduring stability. So it's like bringing stability back to the connection. I feel like with the Five of Wands, I feel like whatever was going on between you and your person in the past, I feel that they may have caused problems because they were very unstable inside. So it's hard for them to bring any sort of diligence or stability to your connection. I think that's part of this regret, is that they wish that they had been more stable. I'm hearing like they wish that they had seen the value of this connection or the worth, or I'm also hearing just the rarity of it, like especially with the Six of Cups energy. It's sort of, a very special opportunity I feel like they have with you or had with you. And so I feel like there's a lot of sadness because they know that they missed out on something really special. And I feel like that's why they want to do the inner work and they want to return because they don't want to lose out on this connection, because we have the Ten of Cups, which is like the ultimate emotional fulfillment. And I feel like they genuinely see that with you. If they were to put in the effort and reconcile with you, they see that you are that person that they would want to have that, long-term harmonious union with, and someone that they feel like they could be truly happy with. All right, let's get some oracle cards now. See what else is going on here. All right, pile one. What's really going on between pile one and their person right now? What's really going on? We have purification. Karmic cycles are being healed and dissolved at this time. Your union is being purified. So there is a lot of purification. I feel like the Ten of Swords can indicate a purification. It's sort of like the Death card. In a way, I kind of see it as that, transformation. And I feel like with the Four of Swords, that healing is happening where your person is realizing, yeah, the Ten of Swords literally indicates, it's come to the end of a cycle. It's like something needs to change now. It's ready for a fresh start. So there may be karmic energies involved in your connection, third parties or something like that. For some of you, this also can just definitely be like an internal thing, within your person, within you. So definitely know that things are being dissolved, things are being healed. We also have dawn. Look at this. A new beginning in love is on the horizon. Expect positive changes. I definitely see that. And the Ten of Swords literally kind of represents that, sometimes things, it has to go down before it can go up again. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. So expect positive changes from your person, definitely, in this connection. What's really going on between pile one and their person right now? What's really going on? We have, look at this, change. Powerful shifts are occurring for your highest good. So a lot of change going on, is what I'm seeing in this pile. A lot of maybe even dramatic changes. It could be your person there's certain energies leaving their life at this time. Your life as well could be. All right, let's get some more oracles. All right, what's really going on between pile one and their person right now? What's really going on between pile one and their person right now, please? What's really going on? We have discovery. Look at this, commitment. What's really going on between pile one and their person right now? What's really going on? Great achievement. Okay, so we even have, the supportive connections, new supportive connections. I feel like that's more about the connection being renewed. So the discovery, commitment, and great achievement. Okay, so I feel like with this discovery energy, like it's like your person is in a way, like with the Six of Cups, I'm almost saying like discovering maybe really how much this connection means to them, how much, even kind of seeing this picture, this person's like discovering treasure. I feel like that's sort of what your person is doing right now, like really seeing how, this is something really important to them. And they do want, this achievement. They want to achieve, I feel like, a commitment with you. So commitment is definitely on this person's mind. I feel like they do want to come back to you. I feel like this is what they want to pursue. Because it's like they're seeing how having this with you would be like something that would really just make them super happy. Like again, like with the Ten of Cups energy, that this could be, this even kind of looks like a wedding ceremony, in a way that it's like, this is definitely a great opportunity that they don't want to lose. And it's like finding like a treasure, like literally like in this photo, it's like, panning for gold and finding exactly what you're looking for. And I feel like I'm always getting that energy of, it's like, you were always the right person, like right in front of me, but maybe in the past I was too blind to see it. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now, is your person is kind of getting clarity, which makes sense as well with the King of Swords. Like they're actually seeing this connection for what it really is. I feel like they're also seeing themselves for who they really are as well. And they're having that self-reflection. All right, let's get some messages from them now and see what they want to say to you at this time. Let's see. All right, pile one. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one right now, please? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Look at this. We have soulmate. Our souls are infinitely connected. We are truly meant to be. With the Six of Cups, like, seriously, this is definitely exactly how they feel. You guys are meant to be. You are infinitely connected. We also have secrets. I had a lot of my innermost feelings and love from you because I was scared, literally, like the moon, the Seven of Swords, hiding their feelings. Oh, I love how synchronistic this is. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What does pile one's person want to say? We have the one. You are the love of my life. Wow. Yeah, that definitely is Ten of Cups energy. But I think that's what your person is definitely seeing right now. But maybe they messed up with the love of their life, and they're like, I don't want to just leave you hanging or leave this connection with bad feelings. Like kind of like the one that got away energy. We have wounded, hurt people. So this is sort of them explaining why they were hiding their feelings, why maybe they were hurtful to you, because they were hurting inside. And I think that's why there's this energy of healing, because I think it's much needed. So if you guys are in some sort of separation, I feel like what I'm kind of getting is it's important that there is a separation at this time, because there is stuff that your person has to purge, work through, purify, because otherwise they're just going to keep hurting you if they don't deal with their inner toxicity and purge that out, clean that out. We have separation. It is so painful being apart from you, but it's teaching you valuable lessons, exactly. And then we have wish. You are my wish fulfillment. You're absolutely perfect for me. So yeah, it's like, even if someone is absolutely perfect for you and just the love of your life, if you're not healed, if you're not kind to yourself, it can be really hard to show that person the love that you have for them, much less like the love that they actually deserve from you. So it's like, someone can really love you but still really hurt you, and that's not really about your lovability or even their feelings for you. It's just, a lot of times I think people's behavior is a reflection of their feelings about themselves. And that's why it's so important to have a healthy sense of self-love and like worthiness. Otherwise you will inevitably sabotage good things that come into your life. Let's see, what does pile one's person want to say? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What does pile one's person want to say? We have, I'm afraid of showing weakness because I'm afraid of being judged for how sensitive I really am. And that's definitely, again, with the secret energy. There's a deep sensitivity to your person, but I think they may be afraid of that, hide that. I feel so deeply connected to you. What about that soulmate? Infinitely connected, deeply connected, definitely. So even if you guys are separated or whatever's going on, there's definitely still a lot of energy between the two of you. Their person feels still. What does pile one's person want to say? What does pile one's person want to say? I'm very sensitive to your words and actions. So yeah, even if they try to act like they don't care, I feel like they really do. And so, whatever you're up to in your life, I feel like they are kind of keeping tabs on you in a way. Let's see, what does pile one's person want to say to pile one? To be honest, being away from you is probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Again, this separation. So being apart, being separated is very, very painful. But I feel like they're saying it's teaching them a lot of things. What is pile one's person in the state of pile one right now? I'm thinking about you right now. Okay, wow. So yeah, the person is definitely thinking about you, wanting to be with you. I feel like reminiscing as well. They have the Six of Cups can represent a lot of energy of reminiscence and memories as well. All right, pile one. Before we close out your reading, let's get you a word of advice. All right, pile one. What does pile one need to hear right now? What does pile one need to hear? What does pile one need to hear right now? Okay, so these are really beautiful cards. They have little prayers on them. So this one says, make it God's. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. So yeah, this is definitely really helpful. I feel like, especially in regards to money, rather than being like my money and being like super stressed about it, definitely kind of saying like, releasing it back to source and kind of saying the money, the money, coming to me and whatnot, rather than personalizing it, because it kind of goes with the idea of like personalizing how other people treat us. We can base our self-worth on external things like how much money we have, or whatever job status, or who we're dating, or whatever. And I think it's kind of dangerous to place so much like ego emphasis on things outside of ourselves, because life is always in flux. And so if you base your entire reality on the external, you are very subject to being kind of tossed about, whereas if you can find that inner stability and also sort of release, grasping onto everything in your life, you can kind of just have, just a sense of sort of zen, where, life is sort of just flowing and you're kind of going with it. We have despair. I need your divine intercession right now. O great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul, free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. This is beautiful. So I want to screenshot that. I don't know. That's a good prayer. So you guys may be, dealing with despair, especially if you're in separation from your soulmate or your twin flame, or whatever else is going on in your life, and you feel like you need to, pray to have, darkness and sadness lifted from you, definitely do that. And I love that, like, open me to your highest plan, because, things come and go in our lives, and oftentimes it's a lesson, and also, something really beautiful could be around the corner, if you do release a lot of that pain. So, that was your reading, Pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. It's been great reading for you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. Sending you lots of love, beauty, abundance, happiness, and healing, all those other good things. Please take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing great. It's always lovely to have you on my channel. All right, so let's get into your reading and see what's really going on between you and your person. Pile 2, what's really going on between Pile 2 and their person, please? What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? We have the Six of Cups. Awesome. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? What's really going on between Pile 2? We have the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords. Okay. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? The Sun. A lot of fire energy. You guys may be a Leo, Aries, or Sag. But that's somewhere in your chart. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? We have the Ten of Pentacles. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? We have Page of Wands. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so Six of Cups right off the bat. Definitely you guys have a soulmate connection. You're very deeply connected to each other at a heart level. You may have spent, a lot of lifetimes with each other, or you may have known each other for a very long time in this lifetime, but there's definitely some really sweet feelings between the two of you. I feel like the Six of Cups conveys a certain level of innocence as well. Not to say there's not a lot of passion, because I do feel like there is, but we also just, I feel like, care for one another between you and your person. Okay, so Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like there is some sort of long-term stability between the two of you, or the potential for that. You guys may already be in a commitment with your person. Otherwise, I feel like it's something that is on the table for this connection. Something that I feel like your person wants. They see that future with you, especially with the Queen of Wands. There's definitely a desire for commitment is what I'm getting here. You're very just sensual, passionate, beautiful person, especially with the Queen of Wands. Like, you're just really hot, just a really, just a really fine, good-looking person. I feel like also you just have a really attractive personality. I feel like you're that kind of person that a lot of people, I feel like, are attracted to you. A lot of people have feelings for you or crushes on you just because you're, just sort of that person that everyone is just magnetized by. So definitely your person feels that as well. Highly attracted to you. And I feel like that's kind of why they want this commitment here. Is like, it could be something about, maybe you just get a lot of attention, and they're kind of, they realize that. So I feel like they know that they want you in their life. And so I feel like the idea of a long-term commitment is definitely something on their mind, because they kind of want to, they kind of want to like lock it down with you, because I think they recognize that you are sort of very special, and They definitely don't want anyone else to have you. I did see on the bottom of the deck we do have the Four of Pentacles, which could indicate a certain level of possessiveness. So that could even be kind of what I'm getting here is um, you may not know how much your person is kind of holding on to you energetically and feeling a little bit, possessive and not wanting you to be with anybody else. Okay, so we also have the Four of Swords. Let's see. I feel like there is healing going on here, maybe within your person. Also, I feel like a lot of contemplation, and that could be contemplation just about you, the connection, the future that they want with you. The Page of Wands definitely indicates curiosity, excitement, adventure. Your person is maybe kind of daydreaming a lot about where they want to take this connection, what they want to explore with you. They may also have fire in their chart and feeling kind of a lot of heat from them and you. I feel like there's a very passionate connection here. Um, and so, yeah, I feel like in their downtime, when they're just kind of like chilling in their room or just they have a moment to think, I feel like their mind definitely goes to you and all the possibilities that they see with you. With the sun, this is a beautiful energy. You bring a lot of happiness to your person, pile two. Bring a lot of just joy, positivity. This is also a very youthful energy. I always associate the sun definitely with Leo. Leo can be a very playful, sort of young sign. And I almost feel like, especially with the Six of Cups, it's almost like you sort of bringing this person back to a time maybe when they were younger in their youth, when, maybe life felt more bright, more innocent. There was just a lot of pleasure in the moment. And I feel like you bring that to them. Like, it's almost like they are remembering feelings from like days when things just kind of felt easier and happier, and there felt like there was just so much maybe openness in the world. So I feel like that's definitely, you bring a person a lot of hope and enthusiasm, I feel like, about the future. And so we do have the Knight of Swords, so definitely there's this desire from your person to rush forward towards you. This is definitely communication, honesty. If you haven't received messages from your person, I feel like they definitely want to communicate with you a lot, because it's just like when they connect with you, it's just like I'm almost getting an image of someone like putting their like finger in like an electric socket, and it's like, wow, that's almost like how your person feels, like in a really good way. It's like every time they connect with you, it's like all this pleasure and happiness and joy and laughter, and I feel like um, that's something that they also think about is just how happy you make them, how warm you make them feel. Definitely with the Queen of Wands energy, I'm getting a lot of Leo energy. You don't have to be a Leo, of course, but that's Leos are all in the heart center. So I feel like when they connect with you, they connect with your heart. I feel like they connect with your warmth. You make them feel very just like loved and like soft and happy, sort of like almost like those like sort of mushy, sensitive feelings. I feel like you bring them that out in them. This Eight of Swords, though, I feel like your person may have a bit of reservation, maybe about communicating exactly just how deep these feelings are for you. It's kind of just what I'm getting, especially paired to the Six of Cups. Like, they may not have told you that they feel like you guys are soulmates, or how deep these feelings really go for you, or even, especially the Ten of Pentacles, that they want this commitment with you. They see a future with you. There may still be a bit of holding back on certain information. Um, I feel like they kind of want to see where things go, and maybe they're feeling a little bit like with the Page of Wands, a little bit cautious is kind of what I'm getting, because they don't maybe quite want to reveal to you everything. Um, I think they kind of want to take their time a little bit, but yeah, they still definitely feel all these emotions for you, even if they're still, it's like a little stuck in their throat, almost is what I'm getting, a little bit of a throat chakra, like they can't quite spit it out. But I feel like it's kind of a time thing. Really, I feel like it's a matter of time. I feel like the word to open up more. Let's just clarify, though. I'm curious about this. Clarify the Eight of Swords. What's really going on between Cloud 2 and their person? Clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. What's really going on? Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? Clarify the Eight of Swords. What's really going on between Pile 2 and their person? Clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The Sun. Oh, wow, these. Ooh. Okay, yeah, definitely what I was picking up on. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is, again, they say, I want to nurture our connection, provide you with stability. That's that commitment, again, what your person wants to bring to you. But, like, kind of what I was getting, it is that energy of taking your time to open up, to reveal those things. Because look at this. We have the Sun, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. Like, this person does feel like you guys are soulmates. Again, with the Lovers, this is that, like, divine union, that deep love here, a lot of passion. The Ace of Cups is, again, about a lot of deep love. And the Sun, like, that ultimate happiness. So I'm almost getting, for some of you, Pile, too, it's like your person maybe hasn't told you that they love you, or they're like scared to tell you how much they love you, or that they feel like you guys are like meant to be together, or just how happy you make them. You know, they might, maybe what this Eight of Swords is just they haven't told you that how deep these feelings really are. But those feelings are definitely there. It could just be they're feeling a little almost nervous or something to fully convey those emotions, for whatever reason. Again, with the Nine of Pentacles, there's an energy of patience a little bit that maybe in the future they're planning on opening up more. It just maybe they feel like it's not the right time quite yet, or they're not ready. Um, let's see. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. What's really going on between pile two and their person? Oh shoot. Okay, so many fell on the floor, but I'm going to take this one and see what this is. Oh my god, love. Beautiful. Okay, so they want a commitment because they are in love with you, pile two. Let me just grab all this stuff off the floor. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, they do want to settle down with you. I feel like they want a relationship, some sort of yeah, definitely commitment here. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Um let's see. Clarify the Four of Swords. What's really going on between pile two and their person? Clarify the Four of Swords. What's really going on between pile two and their person? Clarify the Four of Swords. Ace of Wands. What's really going on? Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's kind of what I was. I almost feel like your person is sort of just like in their head, like again, like in their downtime, just like kind of like fantasizing you about you a lot, thinking about you a lot, in a very passionate way. So that's cute. Yeah, Knight of Wands, you're so hot, I want to make a move. And then again, Ace of Wands, my passion for you lights me up inside. So they're very caught up in you, pile two. They're very caught up in your energy. Again, Queen of Wands is just that magnetic person, and I feel like they're really under your spell, is kind of what I'm getting here. Really under your spell. So I don't know what you did to your person. I don't think you did anything other than just be just a baddie. Ah. All right, let's clarify the Knight of Swords. How to clarify the Knight of Swords? What's really going on? Okay, we have the Four of Wands. There's some fell on the floor. Okay, so I'm just going to take this with the Four of Wands. Yeah, again, that union here. Stability. This could even represent marriage. For some of you, that could be on your person's mind, that they do kind of they do want to rush forward with you, and they feel, you know, that they want, you know, to celebrate with you. They want that foundation. They really don't want you to leave their life, is what I'm getting. Like I keep getting that energy of like lock it down, you know, like, um, it's like they don't want to lose you, definitely. But they may just not have told you that, like how sort of into you they are, like, because they're super into you, but maybe they're just, you know, trying to like not scare you off or something like that. Is kind of what I'm getting. All right, let's get some oracle cards now. All right, pile two. What's really going on between pile two and their person? Oops. We have karma. The divine is balancing the energetic scales of this connection. So there is some sort of chromatic balance happening right now. You guys, I feel like, are coming into harmony with one another, which is really great. So I feel like just kind of like, again, there's an energy of patience. I feel like things are working out. It's just, you know, just kind of keep going with the flow. We have dreams. You are receiving important messages while you sleep. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities you see in dreams. I feel like this also connects to just like downloads you get, intuitions you get. But definitely, if you feel like you're getting dreams, messages about your person or their feelings for you through dreams, definitely pay attention. I would even suggest keeping a dream journal. I have like in my notes app on my phone, I just like, you know, write down dreams that seem particularly significant, just for reference. And it's pretty crazy looking back sometimes on some dreams I've had and seeing how they were like completely relevant to my life and what's going on, and, you know, other people and stuff like that. So definitely trust your intuition. What's really going on between pile two and their person, please? We have light. Remember the divine beauty, magic, and love within you. So yeah, there's a lot of light here with the sun. The sun even came out twice. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of just heightened energy between the two of you. And so I feel like this connection is sort of reminding you both of like what it feels like to be like truly happy, which is incredibly beautiful. So I love that. All right, let's get some more oracle cards. What's really going on between pile two and their person? What's really going on between pile two and their person? We have decrease. What's really going on between pile 2 and their person? What's really going on between pile 2 and their person? With family, we also have deception. Interesting. I'm going to clarify these a bit, actually. Clarify okay, actually, no, I think I already get it. Okay, so I think, decrease, let's see. Okay, so with the decrease, I feel like this kind of is indicating, and I'm just getting sort of like decrease not in necessarily the worst way. It's more like there are things that maybe are being purified and things that are sort of leaving the connection, like in terms of maybe like karmic energies, things like that. And then what I'm getting with family and deception is it's like your person may truly like, this is definitely the Ten of Pentacles is the family card. It's like, you know, children, if that's something you're interested in, it's living together. And what I'm getting here with the deception is your person may again not be fully letting you know that this is what they want with you, that this is actually their intention is to have this maybe literal family with you. That's something they even think about is like having kids with you, things like that. So what I would say is like, if you feel like your person is sort of limiting themselves or not saying exactly what you, like you kind of are intuiting that there's a lot of depth, deep feelings, things like that, and they're not admitting to it, I feel like just sort of using your intuition to see beyond like any deception, because I feel like at the end of the day, your person does care about you a lot. They really have those feelings. They may just like with this decreased energy, they may just still be a little insecure, and maybe even afraid of loss. You know, afraid of opening up about their real feelings, because they don't want to maybe lose you. You know, because it can be vulnerability can be frightening, and maybe that's sort of what your person is feeling a bit. Um, so definitely don't worry about it if you feel like they're being insincere in some way or hiding their feelings a bit. All right, let's see. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2 right now? What does Pile 2's person want to say? We have connected. Nothing can ever truly come between us. You're always connected. So definitely a very deep soul connection. Intimacy. I want to be vulnerable with you, mind, body, and soul. Beautiful. So even if there has been a little bit of a wall up or something like that, your person is definitely creating the intimacy. Pair of Wands, you know, the lovers, it's like they want to be, you know, one with you. It's like what I'm getting, on a very primal level, but also energetically, spiritually, all those other good things. Who's Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2 right now? We have cycles. There are major karmic cycles that are being balanced out between us right now. Okay, that is so interesting because we have the karma cycle, the karma card balancing the energetic scales of this connection. So I wouldn't worry. I like again with this decrease, I feel like there are things exiting the connection. I feel like that could literally just be toxic traits from your person or, you know, the connection. Twin flames, we embody divine love. Beautiful. So with the Four of Wands coming out, a lot of you guys, this may be your twin. If you resonate with that, otherwise, definitely a very deep soulmate connection. We had a separation. It's so painful being apart from you, but it's teaching you valuable lessons. So if there's a separation between the two of you, your person is learning a lot. I feel like this could also just be a fear of separation as well coming from your person. Let's see. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2, please? We have mask. My fears made me hide behind a mask and live a life of illusion. And look at that, we have the deception energy. And that could be, if you guys are, some of you may be in separation of some sort, maybe no contact or just limited contact. I feel like it was because of this mask here. It was because they were lying or hiding their feelings. But I feel like that's what they're really, this painful lesson is that it's not something they want to do anymore. They don't want to hide these feelings anymore. Yeah, and then definitely soulmate energy as well. So they feel like they're really, you know, really meant to be with you. Even if they've hidden that, even if they've run away from that, it doesn't discount those feelings that they do have for you deep down. All right, Pile 2. But does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2, please? Who does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? Looking at you is like staring straight into the sun. You are so radiantly beautiful. And look at that. We literally have like the sun card. That is so interesting. That's really, really interesting. So I feel like you are, again, with this Queen of Wands energy, you are like just such a powerhouse. I feel like it even could be painful to look at you because you just sort of blow them away, just like your beauty, your magnetism, your energy. What is Pile 2's person in the state of Pile 2? You will always have a special place in my heart that no one else can ever fill. I'm surrendering to my love for you. So that mask, I feel like, is coming off if they are surrendering. And then look at that. I love spending time with you. So they love being around you. They love, again, the intimacy, emotional. I feel like they love talking to you. And I feel like they're kind of being honest with themselves about that now, that you really do mean a lot to them and that you are their soulmate or their twin. Let's see. What is pile two's person when they say to pile two? What is pile two's person when they say to pile two? What does pile two's person when they say? I wish I was kissing you instead of missing you. Aw, so a lot of passion. Your person is, wishing they were with you instead of just thinking about it all the time. You make my body ache with desire. So much heat from your person, I swear, it's intense. I'm integrating my sensitive side and getting in touch with my emotions and intuition. So that is really important to be that intimacy with someone else. I feel like you have to be comfortable with being intimate with yourself and just like honest about your feelings. I miss your energy. So they are definitely missing you if you guys are in separation. Again, your energy is, you have a very powerful presence is what I'm getting piled to. It's like you're intense in the best possible way. And I feel like they just miss that a lot. All right, before we close out your reading, let's get you a message from Spirit, some advice here. All right, pile two. What does, let's see. I guess these ones just sort of fell out, so we'll take those. So we have courage. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So if you're feeling sort of fearful about things, sort of interesting with the Eight of Swords energy, maybe you also are kind of feeling a bit stuck. Definitely remember to trust your intuition and always go with what your heart is pulling you towards, because oftentimes that will lead you on your highest path. And I feel like we're always being guided. So if you listen to that guidance, you will definitely be directed around a good path. Always go with things that feel just like clean energetically. They feel pure. You feel like there's a naturalness to it. And I feel like that's always a sign. It's always when things feel a bit chaotic and sort of difficult and almost like there's just a lot of blockages. I feel like that's a sign from like spirit, like not now or just not ever. You know what I mean? Whereas if something's going very smoothly, you feel like it's easy. Sometimes that's an indication that that is what is meant to be right now. We have calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord, may your peaceful calm take over. So this is a great sort of prayer if you guys need calmness. I feel like this is definitely a great message. I feel like this is maybe also about meditation. So if you guys are into meditation, just 5 minutes every day or 5 minutes whenever you have time can really just on a physiological level, I mean, like remove a lot of stress and things start to, I think when we get caught up in our mind, we're having too many racing thoughts, it can be so overwhelming. It's like we're being tossed about by our own emotions. Whereas if you can just take that time to clear your mind, you can kind of reflect and see like, this thing that I'm freaking out about, it will be okay. This too shall pass, and I feel like it's just important to take that breather and kind of ground yourself and remind yourself that, you're safe in this moment. There's definitely a lot going on in the world right now. So if you're feeling caught up in that, definitely it can be very good to meditate on peace and love and harmony, the oneness of all of us being interconnected here on the earth. We also have compassion. As you pray each day for a greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me to feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. And this is so beautiful. Seeing ourselves the way that the Creator sees us as, perfectly imperfect little beings, learning lessons and living life. Don't be too hard on yourself, because we all are sort of here just to pass by and learn things from each other and try to love the best we can and heal. And so, you don't have to be too hard on yourself about every little thing you feel like is imperfect, because that's just part of, the human journey and part of what you're, I feel like, meant to even let go of is feeling unworthy of things based on all these little flaws that we obsess over that other people mostly just don't even notice or care about. I like that. May I see myself as you see me. So that's also really beautiful. All right, pile two. That is your reading for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. Sending you lots of love, abundance, beauty, bliss, good times, healing, compassion. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's lovely to have you. So let's look at what's really going on between you and your person right now. All right, pile 3. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person, please? What's really going on? Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? What's really going on between pile 3? With the Emperor and the Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Okay, let me adjust all of these. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I feel like your person's at a bit of a little bit of a crossroads tonight right now. It's like they're having to, I feel like, really figure out what choice they're going to make in regards to where they take this connection. I feel like your person is definitely, with the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords, they're taking a pause right now to really deeply think about who they are, who you are, what they want. And it's like, I feel like right now your person is sort of contemplating commitment here. They're contemplating a relationship. I feel like they're thinking about, like, you know, where they want to take this. And I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, it's like I feel like they're having to think about maybe letting go of other things in order to have this commitment with you. That could be letting go of like a third party or like even just like karmic energy within them. This definitely is just about priorities. Like, you know, I think they're sort of thinking about perhaps prioritizing this connection above other things in their life or other options that they have. Because of the Two of Wands, it's like they see a lot of potential for a really beautiful union with you here. They're seeing that this could be a future that you guys have, is a really deep commitment, a lot of deep love, passion for, like, you know, just the two of you really coming into intimacy and oneness with one another. So that's definitely on your person's mind. They may, with the Two of Wands, not be quite ready to step out of their comfort zone and maybe reveal everything about those feelings. I feel like they're definitely still in sort of contemplation mode about all of this. So I don't necessarily feel that they've maybe told you about all of these feelings. Maybe they've hinted at them. But I feel like right now it's kind of in their head. But they definitely are thinking about settling down with you or building a foundation with you. And long term is really what I'm getting here. But I feel like they know that they're going to have to let go of something in order to have this. And that really could be, it could be anything. It could be, you know, patterns within them that they know they need to change, or again, external things, other people. So that's kind of what's on their mind right now, is like, you know, in order to have this really beautiful goal with you, they're going to have to make this connection their number one thing. And so I feel like that's what they're determining right now, is what they need to cut off, what they need to release in order to have this. So they're getting a lot of enlightenment and clarity, though. I feel like with the Ace of Swords and the Emperor is interesting. It's like almost like they're seeing now that this is the role that they want to play. The Emperor can represent very traditional relationships. Again, a lot of stability, nurturing energy. Definitely the divine masculine. Feeling protective of the connection. And I feel like it's almost like your person has awakened to this perhaps being something that actually is inspiring to them, that maybe they do want to aspire to something long term. It could be that your person in the past wasn't really thinking about long term connection, or was, you know, doing other things, living their life, and it's almost like you've given them a pause to sort of have to think about this. You know, like, who am I? Like, I think, you know, I feel like you're really stirring these emotions in this person and sort of waking them up to the possibilities of sort of higher level love. And I think it's sort of, yeah, it's given them a bit of a shock almost of getting with the Hanged Man. It's like they're having to get a new perspective on themselves. And even with the Four of Swords, it could be a willingness to want to change as well, to heal and maybe surrender more of their, I feel like harmful, sort of toxic energies within them, sort of surrender those and really have a willingness to change and shift beyond those things. Let's clarify a bit, though. I'm curious about all of this. Let's see. Yeah, definitely the Emperor energy is just such like dad vibes. Like, it's just such like loyal dad, committed partner energy. And it's like with the Ace of Swords, it's like they're just seeing this now, like, but they could play this role in your connections. They could play this role in their life. And maybe they never thought of themselves that way. You've definitely brought out something new with them. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. Clarify the Hanged Man. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? Clarify the Hanged Man. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Clarify the Hanged Man. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? Okay, interesting. Okay, so I feel like there's a certain level of fear your person is having to release right now. It's also interesting. We have the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles can be kind of about feeling a bit fearful, protective, possessive, insecure. And the 5 of Pentacles is about being a bit abandoned. And so I'm almost getting your person's maybe realizing that they have abandonment issues, or they even could be realizing that they really don't want to lose you. Or with the 5 of Pentacles, if you guys are in some sort of separation right now, I feel like it's really causing your person to think deeply about how much they miss you and how much they really do want to hold on to you in their life. I feel like your person is afraid of being left out in the cold, and they are definitely afraid of losing this love here, because we have the two of Cups, the Queen of Cups, like I desire oneness with you. Queen of Cups, I love your beautiful heart. Like, they're really falling in love with you right now. I feel like they're really realizing that this relationship is something really important to them. So again, the Two of Wands, they're like planning, I feel like, how they can maybe release these insecurities. It's like fear of vulnerability, even, in order to take the next steps to have this with you. So I feel like your person, I feel like, is planning how to trust in themselves enough with the Fool to just sort of take a leap of faith. So it's almost like they're kind of healing, like they're in preparation mode, again, contemplation mode, thinking about what they need to release, what they need to change. It's even thinking about maybe what to say to you, how to approach maybe this commitment as well with you. So they may not be ready, like in this very moment, to take that leap of faith, maybe send you that text message or tell you how they really feel, but it's definitely on their mind, and I feel like that's a goal of theirs, and they're moving towards it. Even if it seems like it's kind of slowly, like this is definitely heavily on their mind. Clarify the Two of Cups. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? We have the Strength card. Clarify the Two of Cups. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? Take these ones. We have the Magician, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah, 10 of Pentacles coming out twice. Okay, so the Strength card is definitely telling me that your person just has a lot of very intense passion and emotions for you. I feel like that's a very sensual connection that you guys have. There's also just this certain level of what I love about the Strength card is it's sort of like a certain level of surrender in the balance between masculine and feminine. You've kind of captivated your person is what I'm getting, and I feel like there's a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy. You've stirred all these very lovely feelings within them, and I feel like you've softened even their ego a bit with the Two of Cups as well, and the Strength card. You also have the Magician. So yeah, they want to create this in their life. They want to create this passionate union. I feel like the Strength also can indicate very eternal feeling, a very eternal connection, because it is the infinity sign usually is traditionally above the woman's head. So it's like there definitely is a level of feeling like you guys have maybe met before, within this lifetime, other lifetimes even, like this sort of knowingness, I feel like, of your souls. And so, the Magician also indicates a lot of desire, a lot of willpower. So I feel like your person maybe has had just really strong feelings for you for a long time. And when you have the 10 of Pentacles, I want you in my life forever. And I feel like that's really what they're realizing is this connection is their future. And that's what they really want with you, to be honest, is like just a long-term abundant connection, a strong foundation. Even could indicate desire for a family. And this all may, like I was kind of saying, this all may be kind of coming out of left field for them, kind of randomly. All these emotions, all these feelings, all these realizations. And it's like, again, it's like taking a person by surprise. Maybe the fact that they're even fantasizing about family or commitment, that may be unusual for them or taking them a bit by surprise. Let's see. Clarify the Ace of Swords. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? Clarify the Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? Love. Clarify the Ace of Swords. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and Knight of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, this is what your person is really realizing. I think they're realizing that they want to be honest with you as well. Because of the Seven of Swords and then the Ace of Swords, it's like your person is realizing that maybe they were hiding their feelings or they don't really want to do that anymore. It's like they want to take that mask off and I feel like really just lead with their heart and lead with their emotions. And that could be kind of what they're having to balance out here is preparing to really come clean about all these emotions that they have for you. Knight of Wands, again, a lot of passion, a lot of desire. You guys have a lot of just chemistry. And then you have the Ten of Cups and the Love card. So it's like this is what's just sort of hit them again. All this love, all these feelings, this sort of like heavenly, um, beautiful energy that they get with you. And with the Page of Pentacles, that's that desire to, it says like, I want to reach out and send you a message. This person does want to communicate with you. They may really be thinking about wanting to tell you that they want a commitment with you or they want a long-term connection. And it's sort of like they're preparing themselves maybe to have the confidence to do that because the Strength card can also definitely indicate confidence and definitely pursuing of goals. So it could be that's what your person is really sort of charging themselves up for is um, speaking their mind, speaking their truth, and telling you what they really want. Especially with the Emperor energy, that is definitely the epitome of the divine masculine energy, which is taking action, pursuing goals. It's very physical, very yang. And so I feel like that's really what your person is feeling right now is that they do want to, they have a lot of desire to move this forward for sure. All right, let's get some messages from them now. Actually, let's get some oracle cards. All right, pile 3. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? We have heart opening. You create more love in your life by becoming love. So there is a heart opening going on with your person. Definitely with that love card, it's just like, whoa, all these feelings. And I feel like they are stepping more into the energy of love rather than maybe fear. And that can definitely be an interesting transition. That your person is starting to feel all those warm, fuzzy feelings, all this heart energy, all this love for you. And so I feel like this person is starting to embody that divine love energy. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? We have commitment. Your union deepens and evolves as you devote yourselves to one another in love itself. So that's definitely the transition that's happening. Sorry, something fell on the floor. Is that your union between you and your person is starting to sort of evolve into definitely the energy of deepening things. I feel like your person is kind of maybe someone that was maybe more caught up in themselves and their own life, their own ego, what they wanted, and now it's sort of changing and it's like this person is starting to really feel like, prioritizing love is maybe what's really important to them, prioritizing family, prioritizing commitment, rather than whatever else that they were kind of seeing as important. I feel like they're starting to see that this is really what's worth it for them in their life. We have triggering. Core wounds are being triggered for healing and growth. Hold yourself through the pain. So there may be a certain amount of triggering for you in this connection, or your person may be feeling a bit triggered. But I feel like it's a kind of an important purging process, and I feel like that's why the Four of Swords is here for healing, because there may be core wounds around commitment or things like that that are needing to be dissolved so that can evolve. Power. It's time to release yourself of limiting beliefs and follow your heart, and I feel like that's what your person is really wanting to do, is maybe let go of insecurities, fears, blockages that were preventing them from being strong, being brave, and being confident. And I feel like as this is all sort of happening, as they're healing and evolving, it's going to enable them to, I feel like, bring a lot more clarity and love to your connection. All right, pile 3. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now, please? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now, please? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? What's really going on? We have a victim mentality. Yes, this is what they're needing to release. It's a victim mentality, not feeling worthy. What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person? What's really going on between pile 3 and their person right now? Okay. So let's have planning and action on the bottom of the deck. And I definitely see that with the Two of Wands. Let's see. So Dark thoughts, discovery. Yeah, so this is a triggering that's going on for sure. Is there may be a lot of dark thoughts coming up for them, a lot of fears, a lot of anxiety. They're kind of causing them to go like back and forth in their head, and they're sort of freaking out. But I feel like within all this sort of darkness, almost like shadow work, they are discovering maybe really important truths about themselves, important truths about this connection as well. The discovery card came out in pile one, and when I kind of associated it with is that your person is really starting to discover the beauty of a connection. They're really starting to see really clearly what it means to them. And it is sort of like, discovering gold or discovering something very precious. But I feel like because this is so special, it's sort of calling your person to release all this anxiety about, loss and, insecurity, and be brave enough to actually be vulnerable with you about their real intentions. Okay, let's get some messages from them now. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three right now, please? We have fear. Anxious thoughts were keeping me stuck and unable to be in the energy of love, like literally what I was just saying. So if your person wasn't being very loving to you or sort of was being avoidant of it, I think it was really just their own anxious thoughts, because there clearly is a lot of love energy for you. Message, I want to reach out and communicate with you more, so you're going to definitely be receiving telepathic or physical messages from your person. That's really what they want to do, is talk to you. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? Hot and cold, my heart says yes, but my feelings say no, literally. And the Two of Pentacles almost is that energy where it's like, in and out, because their heart is like telling them, like, go all in, reveal your feelings, say what you really feel, but then their fears are like, nope, better not, better hide yourself away. But of course, that just leads to more separation, less intimacy. What does pile three's person want to say? Beauty, you are so gorgeous to me. That is so sweet. So yeah, your person is saying you really are so beautiful. I feel like inside and out. We also have change. I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm evolving into a better version of myself. And I see that, especially with the Hanged Man. Those are all those important realizations. That's even an element of like ego sacrifice, like being willing to look at things from someone else's perspective and understand their feelings and empathize with their situation. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? This pile three's person want to say, wish, you are my wish fulfillment. You are absolutely perfect for me. Beautiful. And fantasy, I dream of us being together. I fantasize about you often. So they are dreaming about, I feel like, the wish fulfillment, the happy family. Even if they don't tell you, that's definitely on their mind. All right, let's get some more messages. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three right now? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three right now? We exist within each other's hearts. Beautiful. So very deep heart connection. And I feel like your person is saying, I'm always with you. You're always with me. Your touch is ecstasy. What does pile three's person want to say to pile three? We have, let's make every day our honeymoon. So very flirtatious. You are so magnetic. My heart will always pull me closer and closer to you until we are finally one. I feel so deeply connected to you, and then I desire intimacy with you on every level. So deep down, they do want the intimacy. I feel like the emotional, physical, everything, and that's what they're saying. That's what their heart wants, but their fears may keep them away from that. May keep them closed off. This pile three's person want to say to pile three right now? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three right now? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three right now? We have, you're the only one I want. Beautiful. I love it when we're together in my dreams. That's so sweet. So this person may really be dreaming about you a lot. We have, I love your body. I'm sorry for hiding my feelings for you. They are there even if I try to mask them. We have, I know we have a deep soul connection and I need to see you again. So I feel like your person may even reach out and tell you like, hey, let's hang out soon. Like, I want to see you. They may not reveal everything right away, but I feel like they just feel this, like they just feel like they have to be around you. They have to see you. And I feel like they want to show you that they've changed, that they are evolving. So I would just say, like, Pother, I see this is connected. This is heading in a good direction with your person. I feel like it's heading towards honesty and truth and commitment, if that's what you're interested in. So I feel like just have patience and know that your person they are evolving and they are shifting, I feel like, into a better version of them, kind of like your ideal version of them. And I would definitely say, for manifestation purposes, keep your mind on the positives in your person and what you want to see in them, rather than all the things that you don't like about them and the way that they treat you. Because when we hold a vision of, like an ideal version of that person, we kind of will give them the space and allow them to show up like that. We just kind of have to be patient. with it. All right, let's get a word of advice now before we close out your reading. Okay, just, I'll take these. Okay, so we have compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me to feel ever-deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. This is a really beautiful card. This actually came out in pile 2 as well. So definitely, it's really important to have compassion for yourself. It's important to have compassion for others because we're all sort of, I feel like there's an element of love and happiness and struggle and suffering to every person's life and everyone's individual experience. So it's important to kind of hold that space for people and understand that we've all been through things that no one else really will ever understand, and we do have to kind of have compassion for others, even if the way that they show up is not pleasant to us. At the end of the day, I feel like everyone is sort of trying their best to just survive, and sometimes people's best is not what we would say is our best, and I think we just have to kind of be okay with that. And I really love this message here, like, may I see myself as you see me. So in reference to kind of like seeing ourselves the way that God sees us, which is of course very perfect, very worthy, and always deserving of forgiveness, because we are kind of just here to learn lessons, evolve, teach each other, grow, become more and more enlightened. And that's really sort of our purpose, and our job is just to try to open ourselves up to love as much as possible, and really give and receive all that energy with one another, and try to connect with other people, I feel like, on the deepest level. And so I feel like it's important to not get caught up in the minuscule flaws that I feel like we all think that we have, because all the times those really aren't what people see in us, and those insecurities can really block us from true intimacy with others if we let ourselves sort of get really obsessive about them. We also have feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something unless you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. So if you are feeling, captive by your emotions, you're feeling caught up in your emotions, this is a good prayer, to, ask the divine to, offer those feelings to the divine, sort of ask that burden to be lifted. And you can learn a lot of lessons from that. And it is very important to get in touch with our feelings, even the dark, shadowy ones, even the anger, the disappointment, the sadness, because when you can really get through those emotions, kind of dig them up, uproot them, it creates so much more space for clarity and truth and love to sort of take hold of you. We also have service. You stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation, and this is very true. So if you are seeking to have purpose in your life or have meaning, it can be really good to offer yourself to the divine and ask, may I be led to a place where I can be of service to other people, because of course it's very important to also take care of our own needs, but it's really good to have a healthy balance where we do feel like we're contributing something meaningful to others, because when we come from that place of just like altruism and desire to help one another, that's just like that's just a very long lasting sense of fulfillment, rather than just completely living to serve ourselves, because we can fill our life with so many shiny objects, and still feel very empty inside, if we're not really doing anything else that's meaningful. And so that's why, a lot of people that are extravagantly wealthy aren't necessarily happy. A lot of happiness does come from truly wanting to care and nurture others around you, not just yourself. So that being said, it's been lovely reading for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Sending you lots of love and happiness and compassion and lots of other good things. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay blessed. All right. Bye-bye.